Portland's mayor and the chief of police gathered today to discuss the ongoing gun violence problem in this city. Police say they already have 20 homicides this year. 19 of those were gunshot victims. A big issue, not enough people to do the job. The Multnomah County DA's office is short at least a dozen prosecutors right now, if not more. And they're up against a 450% increase in gun violence cases.
Portland has a critical shortage of law enforcement personnel right now.
Unfortunately, due to the crushing caseloads, we've lost over 150 years of prosecutorial experience in the last year alone.
Police say most of Portland's shooting suspects still have not been caught, even with new police teams focused on investigating gun violence. Mayor Wheeler and Police Chief Chuck Lavelle say coming forward with suspect information or evidence is critical to solving these cases.
Gun crime is going beyond the city of Portland. At the same press conference today, the assistant U.S. attorney announced the arrest of a Salem man involving so-called ghost guns and fentanyl. We told you back in February about growing concerns from law enforcement when it comes to these ghost guns, with more of them turning up on Oregon streets. Fox 12's Haley Rush has the latest on this recent bust and why ghost guns will likely continue to be a problem here in Oregon.
Just 2 days ago, ATF agents and Salem police detectives found more than 60 guns in a Salem man's home. Many of those guns they're calling ghost guns, meaning they're homemade and untraceable.
This is a wide-ranging and ongoing investigation, so I cannot say more about it now, but the investigation does show that illegal firearms and the violence that goes with them are problems that we have to address together with federal, local, and regional law enforcement partners.
29-year-old Tyler Hardin is facing a number of drug and firearm charges after investigators found 63 guns in his Salem home 2 days ago. The assistant U.S. attorney says Hardin is accused of distributing counterfeit oxycodone pills containing fentanyl and operating the largest known privately made firearm or ghost gun manufacturing workshop in Oregon from the basement of his home. Ghost guns are fully functioning firearms that are homemade from easy-to-get materials. People can order gun parts online with no serial number or even use 3D printers to make their own parts.
And they're easy to do. All you have to do is go on your computer. You can upload or download the schematics. And if you have the 3D printer, you can print out portions of that.
This past legislative session, State Senator James Manning introduced a bill that would create stiffer penalties for making and distributing ghost guns. The bill never made it to the Senate floor for a vote. As for the latest case, the man arrested, Tyler Hardin, is also a convicted felon accused of having guns. He's also accused of distributing fentanyl in exchange for receiving more firearms. We know fentanyl is also a big problem with the recent overdose deaths of 2 PPS students from pills laced with it. And as we mentioned, we have a story back in February where we talked more about these ghost guns and how they're a big problem for law enforcement. You can find that story on our website at kptv.com. Haley Rush, Fox 12 Oregon.